skip Tip Thursday with Jeremiah, and it's okay. It's because I've been in a Tom Ferry event, but we're not going to miss going live. So, before we start, definitely quick question. Are you building a life or are you building a life and protecting it? That's the question, too, right? Because I got back from the Tom Ferry event, and let me tell you, it's got me thinking a little bit differently, and that's what's great about these conventions, like all day conventions, because you come back thinking a little bit more on how you can improve, how can you build wealth, protect it, and even how can you show up online even better, right? So everyone, if you don't know, I am Alfyn G. I am your local real estate professional here in the Reno Sparks area, and I will let these two beautiful ladies introduce themselves.
Hi
Go
everyone,
ahead.
I am Zyra, Series High School Partners with Makers, and I'm also the social media.
I'm Monica. I am with Signed and Sealed Financials and Notary.
What do you do, Monica?
I am your financial professional girl as well as notary. I do online notary, remote notary, and loan signing agent. But also, I help families protect their home, their families, get their home in a trust. So, whatever you need, let me know. I'm your go to girl.
Absolutely. Monica's amazing when it comes to finance, insurance, and most recently, just because we've been pushing it quite a bit, which is trust. Trust.
Yes.
Basically, the part where people don't even think about it until it's too late. And this is why we're here. We're here to motivate, provide value, and kind of give people, a little bit of sense of urgency so you don't have to wait till it's too late. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you both to be here, and kind of just chat about what's going on and what's working, what's not. So yeah, and Zyra's amazing at building connections and helping build brands grow. So I'm excited as well all around. Okay, so let's focus on what's working recently. Monica, in your world, what do you think has been a big win so far in the
Um,
last couple of days?
Definitely collabing with you in open houses because then I'm able to make connections with families that are in the process of searching for a new home, or they already have an established home but they don't have their home in a trust. So
Hmm.
building those connections with those families, um, and then yeah, just helping getting the word out and building those connections with new clients, and also seeing the behind the scenes of real estate and helping you with Spanish speaking clients. So that's been helpful. So yeah, just learning a little bit of here and there.
Yes, I know. I love it. I love that we are a team. You're able to educate people as they come to the open houses and kind of make them realize, like, especially when neighbors come and they're like, you're just chatting away, and I feel like the light bulb switch turns on. They're like,
You
oh
can
my
even
goodness.
see it. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
They're like, oh, I haven't done that. Because you go through life and not think what's really important sometimes, and you don't think about those stuff
yeah, no,
till most of the time till it's too late. So it's good for you to just kind of like even be there to just remind them and be like, what's the process? So let's say, okay, for me, my job is to get people from A to Z to the finish line, get them keys, get them in a home, and then for you, why tell us why it's important to protect through life insurance, and how soon should they put it on in a trust?
I'd say probably within that same month that you close escrow. Like you want to get a trust going for your home because God forbid something happens to you. Um,
Mm,
a lot of the cases, like say you're married but only your husband it does the loan, and right now he's the only one on the deed because it was the easiest way to get into the house, whatever the reason may be. God forbid something happens to him or to her, whoever is carrying the loan or the deed. And basically, if your house isn't covered and something happens to you, like that house automatically goes into probate. It doesn't matter if they're legally married, if they're, what is it called now, where they're like legal partners, where you don't have to get married, but like life partners, I guess. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. Like it's going to go into probate and it's going to take years and tons of money for you to even try to get that home back. It goes right to the government. So what you want to do is get your house protected in a trust, because if something were to happen to you, it goes directly to your family, without having to go through court, without having to go through the hassle of having to deal with the court, the systems, and all the fees that come along with it. But then also, same thing with life insurance. The only thing that we're promised in life is death. And so if you're not covered, as far as life insurance, like, what are you leaving your family? You're leaving them with grief, and then how am I going to bury this person? If we're not financially prepared for that, like if you don't have money like tucked away for that, it's a huge burden. It's another burden that you have to deal with on top of mourning the loss of a loved one. So definitely, and it's not even just life insurance, but you have living benefits with insurance. I mean, we can go on and on and on of the importance of life insurance. It's not just for when you pass away, but it's like, what if something happens to you, you're not able to work and that income stops? You're able to use your living benefits as a backup to keep your family going, to keep paying the mortgage, to keep paying, your kids' school, the cars, whatever you need to do to continue life as is.
Absolutely. It's you've mentioned it, why it's important, protecting that monthly payment, especially when, for example, me putting someone in a home, a family, all my realtor friends putting families into home. Why is it important to immediately protect it, right? So you've covered that a bit. Let's talk about will versus trust. I feel like a lot of people don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, explain a little bit more about that. And
So go ahead.
I was gonna say I like bringing things up, even though I feel like we've mentioned it in a reel one time. I always want to keep talking about it because an average person, it retains into someone's mind if it's mentioned 7 times,
Yeah,
right? So who knows who's watching this now or when. So it's like the more we talk about it, the more we educate, the more people are gonna find out more about it. So
for sure.
okay, go ahead.
So a will basically is kind of like power of attorney of your medical decisions. So say Zyra and Alfyn are married, and Alfyn gets into a car accident and she's on life support. If there's a will, it just gives Zyra power of attorney saying, yes, I want to keep her alive, do whatever's necessary. But when it comes to the financial side of it, like, there's only certain amount of say that she can, have, because say once you pass away, like, that's it. Like, there's that one phone call that the social worker makes to, like, all the connections, like your bank account's frozen, everything that's under your name is null and void at that point. Everything's frozen. So a will is just basically protecting your medical and some of your financial needs, not where a trust is like, this is exactly what's going to happen. It's, my house is going to go to so and so. My bank accounts are going to be taken care of by, whoever you choose as your beneficiaries, and your house doesn't go into probate. With a will, your house is still going to go through probate because there's no legal documentation deed saying, that it's going to your trust, or your trust, everything's taken care of, and it avoids the whole thing of probate. I know it sounds a little convoluted, but in similar terms, basically a will is just basically a power of attorney.
Yeah, so basically, will goes through probate, and a trust will avoid that,
Correct.
which is huge for families.
Yes.
So definitely something to look at. You're not, if you want to avoid those delays, definitely put it in a trust.
Yes.
Awesome. So, just something to share because Tom Ferry event is definitely fresh on my mind. Your brand is your reputation at scale. So, Zyra, if you're there, what are some tips or things that you have, for everyone, for small business, for anyone that's trying to grow a brand?
Absolutely. Maybe. Like, that's what I'm thinking. For myself.
Let's cut a little bit.
We are sure like this.
Monica, can you hear her?
It'll take care of me.
A little choppy.
Better?
A little bit.
Here, please circle back on this. I'll rejoin.
Okay, no worries. So, Zyra is definitely getting her steps in. I love that. You must always have your goals in check and definitely do them. And what I just talked about, Zyra, it's always great to have a goal higher than what it is, because sometimes, let's say you have a 10,000 step goal. If you put your goal up to 15,000 and you hit 10,000, then it just seems mental, like in your mind, super easy, because they say you attain about 40% of what you set your goal. So a little sidetrack, a little squirrel moment,
Yeah.
but that's kind of what Zyra is doing right now. She's doing her steps. It's because she has a goal, and she has a goal to attain, and she's getting it done. So yay.
Absolutely. Stay disciplined. Never lose focus on your vision. It's so easy because I feel like often in my career, I always stay dedicated, regardless if it's your business. That's the every time, every like you're going down to and you're losing motivation, you're not yourself, reaching your goal. It's that really after. You hear me?
Barely. You're chopping.
Sorry, guys, I'm not feeling tired.
And I just went ahead and posted on the comments, if you're watching on Facebook, the YouTube link. If you log into the YouTube and watch through the YouTube, we can definitely view the comments if you comment on there live. So if you have any questions for us, you can definitely ask us while we're on live.
Is it my phone that's funky or my
What
connection
was
that's
your
funky?
biggest takeaway from Tom Ferry today?
What is my biggest takeaway? Be clear, be specific. There were times where we had to write specifically where we want to be at in 10 years. So there's two things, like where do you see yourself in 10 years, but definitely be specific with it. And then right before, it's like, what are the three things that you can implement now? So definitely the biggest thing is being specific to where you see yourself, where you want your business to be, and what are you going to do now to elevate yourself in your business.
Some sort of storm Tyrell?
No, it's
Is that you?
fantastic in Texas.
I'm trying to
Is it?
mute this
Yeah,
other.
nice and
Hold on.
warm, nice and warm.
I'm like, what are we listening to?
Straight
No,
into summer.
I'm trying to
It's crazy.
multitask,
Yeah, that's
but
how
it's
I
not
feel, at
really
least
helping.
out here.
Hold on.
Yeah, and if you're watching this now or later, drop any questions you have. Put it in the comments. We'll be happy to answer. And if you ever want to join your small business, you want to join and hop online, you want to help educate and provide information to others, feel free to comment or message me. Let's go live. Let's go live. I feel like knowledge is definitely power, but power is power when it's applied. Did that even make sense? I don't know. All right, where are we at? Where are we at, chat? Hey, Andrea, are you still watching? Monica, are you okay? Okay, we're having a little technical difficulties, it seems like. Okay, who is this?
I was trying to multitask, but it wasn't working. No, I'm just I texted Alfyn before we went on live that I got a text saying I was in the top 25 agents to possibly go to New York. So they were going to give us more information, but I didn't know how to join both meetings at the same time. So,
You know,
you know,
that's definitely life right there. And that's the joy of going live, you know. But, oh, here's Zyra.
let them know I stay focused to your vision, never lose focus. It's so easy to get discouraged in life, but always imagine yourself what you're doing to feel when you reach. Yes. That was like our topic of conversation at our team meeting yesterday. It's like we hit our highs and our lows, but the main goal is to keep going and pushing through because it's so easy to give up. And when you give up, it's like, well, if I would have tried a little harder, I could be here. So I think that's also like how, like with Zyra, she's so focused on her gym and, working out and everything. And I think that if you put it like, say, like, oh, I got to lose 50 pounds, like the goal seems so unattainable, right? Like, you're like, oh, 50 pounds, But then if you're like, okay, I'm going to do 10, and you do it like little by little, like 10 is more attainable than 50. So the matter is keep going, keep, set your goal, your mind and goal on something. And no matter what, like, don't give up, keep going. So that was our whole topic of conversation yesterday in our team meeting was it's so easy for agents to give up and get frustrated, like with the no's, that you get in the life insurance business and, just even trust, like people just aren't ready for it and they see it as a like another bill that they have to pay versus I'm protecting my family versus I'm protecting my home. And instead, like you would always tell us, you have to change that mindset of like instead of oh my god, I have this to pay this month. It's like no, I'm protecting my family. I'm doing something in their favor. So just mindsets, but the goal keep going. Anyway, tangent, sorry.
No, these are all good. It's good to talk about it. It's good to plan, but with, Tom Ferry, it's just definitely being specific with your goal or else you're going to keep going in circles. So he definitely emphasized on definitely building your system. And I know people around me knows I talk about systems a lot, and that's what I live, breathe and try to do is system because your work, your success equivalent is based on the systems you have. So if it's not working, then there's something wrong with your systems, right? So if a system is not working, then change it. So I feel like it's an ongoing um, progress for me, even to build, implement, and do because there's just so many things, right? But what are one or two things that you can just grab now and start doing and do it consistently? Because it's not going to build after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, but it's something that you need to dedicate, commit to, and just follow through. So sometimes I get questions like, Alfyn, how do you do your videos? I see you, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, I know that I need to hop on live Wednesday or Thursdays. I try to make it happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen on the times that I need it to. Like today, I had the Tom Ferry event, but immediately I have my go-tos. Like I have Monica be like, because I know she would be open to going live almost any time, and then my girl Zyra as well. So if I know people are down to just talk, hop on, and just spread some knowledge of what you've learned, what's working, what's not, then I'm down. I just know that I need to put that in during Wednesdays or Thursdays.
Yeah.
So I adjust and pivot as I need to, but it's part of my schedule.
Yeah.
So so yeah, it works. I mean, I feel like you just need to put it in your schedule. If it's not in your calendar, it doesn't happen.
For sure.
That's me for sure.
Send me a calendar invite.
Exactly, because I'm not gonna remember. People sometimes think, "How was yesterday?" I don't even remember. I just kind of go day by day, check my calendar the night before, and then prepare myself for the following day. So that's how exciting real estate is. Also, not every day is the same.
Did you break another nail?
I did. Cece, Cece's gonna kill me.
Waves, what are you doing?
But look how cute my nail is. The
You
color.
have 2 nails.
I know. Sorry, Cece.
Hi.
Hi, Waves.
Hi.
She was asking yesterday when am I going to see Alpha next?
Aww. You see me now?
Okay,
Oh,
we'll change if you want
cute.
to park.
Okay.
Okay.
So another thing, just to kind of touch on branding as well, because Zyra was here. I know we're all working on our brand. Um, because people will work with people they know, like, and trust, right? So Tom Ferry says that all the time. People work with people they know, like, and trust. So a lot of people don't get to post on social or anything because they feel like they need to be perfect. Well, in all reality, when they see you like this, we're live, we have some mistakes, things are not working how it needs to be
We have
sometimes.
the
That's just
twins.
normal. Yeah. So people can relate to that. People can relate to, like, okay, she's just a human,
Yeah,
right? And that's why I love going live. People can see me, can already watch me, like how I talk, how I can communicate. So they can already kind of decide also if they would love to work with me. So,
for sure. I thought, oh, I finally, those of you who know my obsession with my old little phone, I had to finally get a new phone, right? So I'm like,
mhm.
okay, with my new phone, I'm gonna get a car mount because I was always like doing my free time is in the car, either in the pickup lane or on my way to school or on the way to drop off. Somewhere in between, I'm making a video in the car, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put on my checklist to get a car mount. I did. The worst decision of my life because why? It's at the worst angle where all I can see when I'm talking is my double chin. I'm like, doesn't matter, just post.
Do it again. Dang.
It's the worst. I hate it. I'm like, God damn this car mount. But you
You're
know
like
what?
this.
I still post it. I'm gonna be like this. So we come to you live today.
If you see my picture of me going like this, it's because I'm like trying to hide my double chin.
Oh, I hate it. It's at the worst angle, and in order for me to get it at a decent angle, I have to like put it on my window, and I'm like, I don't have time to do that. So I just bear the
But
consequences and post with my double chin and all. Here it is, and it's
But
all.
you know what? Like, I'm so proud of you because if you were super critical of just your double chin, you would have never sent that video, right?
So
So if you think about it, you not posting that video is equivalent to 0 views compared to you posting that video that could have gotten you a couple of views. Whether it's 2, 5, that's more than zero. You
they've
know,
been getting 1,000 and something. Thank you very much. I know it's not a lot, but for me, it's a lot.
But here, this is what have got it, like what's helped me get over my fear, because being in front of the camera has been a total fear of mine. Like, I'm a complete introvert. I'm very shy. I really am. But doing this consistently has helped. It's gotten a little better. I used to like sweat the thought of like just going in front of the camera. And I still get nervous for sure. But the only thing that's helped me really get through that is that, hey, how can I help the next person? How can I relay my message across so I can help a first time home buyer to the finish line? How can I help a family create generational wealth? How can I help them start now? So
But not
by just
even not
switch.
just that, like, and I'm interrupting you because like you're not a gatekeeper when it comes to anything, whether it comes to another realtor needing help, whether it comes to like another photography needing points, like you're always down to share what you know with the next person, you know? And that's what I love about you. Like it's not like, oh no, there's only one realtor. Oh no, there's only one photographer. Oh no, there's only one financial or one notary. Like, no, like there's enough sunshine for all of us to grow. And that's the great part about you is that you're down to share your wealth with anybody because one, you
Absolutely.
want to see them grow too. And I think that's
100%.
been your strongest point to me that I see in you is that you're very like, how can I help the next person? Whether it's in real estate, whether it's in, whatever the case may be, or just in life, like you're very down to help the next person because you know what it's like to, like, put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
And you don't gatekeep nothing. Like, whatever you know, you want to share it with the next person. So, and I think that's the beauty of you, that you don't gatekeep anything.
Absolutely. The difference between, okay, let's backtrack. Everything I learn or everything I do came from someone else, so that knowledge is, I feel like the more you give, the more just the universe will just will receive, and I truly believe that. And for me, it's like, if I share the knowledge, share what I've learned, it's up to the other person to actually do it, right? Because a lot of times people share knowledge, and that's powerful, but what's even more powerful is if that person actually do the work.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing, right? It's like, you can learn, but if you don't do the work, then it's not it's not power.
Yeah, I know, that's what they taught us in our brokerage too. It's like we all paid the same brokerage fee, but it's up to you what you do with it.
Hmm.
You just sit there and be like, "Oh, I don't know," or "I don't know how to get clients." If you're not out there, like growing your business, planting those seeds, and even though right now sometimes business is slow, but that's where you stop and you plant those seeds, because later that's going to turn into like fruits of your labor. Because I really do believe, when times are slow, pivot. Like you say, pivot, do something else. Put your name out there, collab with other people so that like you can meet their people. So even though you're not like physically bringing in clients, and you're not, make those connections. Make your moves with other people, and just plant those seeds, because in due time then people will be like, I've been meaning to talk to you, because I get that all the time. I've been meaning to talk to you, like, I need to put my house in a trust, or I need to, ask you a question about life insurance, or I have this policy, can you look at it for me? And so even though you think people aren't watching, they are watching. So in the meantime, continue to plant your seeds, because when the time's going to come, your garden's going to bloom.
And it's just, I smile really big with this conversation with you now, because I feel like we were in similar journeys and starting building together like a year ago.
Yeah.
We're all just like, oh my goodness, what's
Like, where do we
happening?
start? What do we do?
No, nothing's happening. And it's really normal to feel that way.
For sure.
But when you follow the plan, follow the consistency, like you said, you're planting seeds, eventually people are gonna know, like, hey, Monica does that. Hey,
Yeah,
Alfyn does this. So, by just showing up for you and staying consistent, it pays off.
it does. Yeah, because like I thankfully had a really good, what do I say, like with my notary business, like from the beginning, it took off fast. And
Hmm.
I'm thankful for it, because like everyone's so quick to always tag me in Facebook or text me and say like, "Hey, is it okay if I send your number?" Yes, go ahead. Like, throw my number out there. I don't care. But I was never confident in life insurance or in trust, because it wasn't something I did on the normal. Like, I've had my license, but I was just like, meh, like, and now like you're telling me like, let's do it, let's push it, let's do it. And so I guess I needed also that cheerleader, not just for my notary business, but for like my life insurance business, to keep going, because like I said, I've always had it in my back pocket, but because I wasn't, I guess, using it, I was scared to like put it out there, if that makes sense.
Yes, and I saw that, and I was there during that time. Arian just commented, I need to start networking as well. I'm a notary and do process
Ooh,
documents for court.
yay.
Reach out to Monica if you have any questions. Monica was the network queen. She just works a little, in the mornings now, but still do networking, and we have networking stuff too. So, if you have any questions, Arian, just let us know, and I
Yeah.
would love to meet you one day. She's gonna be my soon-to-be client, right?
Ooh.
Well, I'm excited. I love when I can connect with other Filipinos. because I feel like I was in a bubble, years ago, and now with through real estate, I'm able to meet more people and connect.
Ako ay Pilipino.
We got you, girl. We got you, girl. She said she doesn't know where to start. There's a lot of networking groups out there, weekly.
Let's go to
By
coffee. We can make it happen.
There you go. Let's set up coffee. Let's finally meet. We can do Filipino word of the day. I
What
won't choose a bad word.
was my word?
What was your word?
Galing.
Galing. Yes, galing. So good.
When I was saying thank you, mm, is it
Thank
not
you. Salamat.
salamat?
Salamat. Yeah. See, and
Does
I'm
it
learning some Spanish too. Gozar. Gozar. I feel gozar. No, enjoy.
mira
See,
lang?
mírale.
Mira.
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 Okay, but throughout this process, see, we're learning. We're
Wait, he
learning
can
as we
teach
go.
you Spanish.
Chismis. Oh, Monica knows that.
Chisme. On Malta's account that my husband.
Chismis with coffee, she said.
Hell yeah. On Malta's account, my husband's half Filipino, half Mexican.
Oh, best of both worlds. Okay, so lastly, we're on our 30-minute mark. Typically, we like to say 15, 20, but today's a little different because of a full day event, which I love. I'm motivated, I'm pumped up, and I can't wait to really share like what I've learned too with others and see. And I'm curious to see what other people are gonna do and take away from the Tom Ferry event. But
How many
there's
realtors do you think attended?
a lot.
Was it
I think
double than last year?
last year was a little bit more,
Or was it?
but it was still a packed house. Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah. So it
I
was
remember
fun.
last year you were super excited for it.
I know, and I still am. I was in the front, like second row, and I was like fangirling the whole time. I was like, yes, yes. Because I know me, if I was in the back, I would like look around, squirrel, not really pay attention. But being like the first two rows, like, I was able to dial in, really take it in, take notes, be in the moment, and really figure out which points and which stuff from the event I want to pick and, take with me with the business. So
For
I'm
sure.
excited.
Yay.
So talking about real estate, we have an open house Sunday. So I'm excited. It's gonna be from 2 to 4.
Where at?
It's gonna be in Stagecoach.
Where the wildest west.
Yes.
Come see us.
Come see us. It's gonna be an adventure. Why not? Come look. It's 10 acres of full joy. It's gonna be great. Come, meet, check the land out. It's gonna be a cool drive if you feel like driving. It's an hour away. It's gonna be cool. It's a 4-bedroom home with tons of land. So if you or anybody that's looking for, you know, I was gonna say dirt, but because there's a bunch of land, because you have toys or you want to build and do cool things with it with 10 acres,
10
then
acres.
definitely come out there. There's not a lot of properties out for sale that has that type of land. That I know there's a specific buyers that really wants.
What can you do with 10 acres, Lola? Imagine all the squirrels you can chase out there.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, why is there foil in your teeth?
Hi, Lily. Lily's watching. Thank you for tuning in, Lily. And then Arian said she'll be in touch, Monica.
Hey, definitely. Whatever I can do to help.
Perfect. So I'm excited. I'll drop the address of our open house this coming Sunday. It's going to be a blast. Whenever I'm with Monica, you already know we're going to promote the listing. We are going to, maybe even go live from out there. You guys can check and see how much land it has. 10 acres. What does it look like? It's gonna be fun. So come join. If
Maybe
you have
we
any
should wear
questions,
boots.
Oh yes, I want to wear boots.
But it's so hot right now.
True.
I have different ones I can choose.
Yeah, I don't have much boots, but we'll figure
83
it.
degrees right now. That's
It
like
is
really hot for us.
very. All right. Well, let's close it out. Monica, do you have anything else? Oh, hi, Waves.
Oh, here's my little plug. What is it?
Oh,
It says if you need a notary, just
Call my.
my mama.
oh, she's so cute.
Mama is my favorite part of there.
Mm.
I like it.
Oh,
Shirts and I send her out into the wild. I'll be like, go promote me.
I love it. All right. Well, bye, Waves. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Say adios.
Adiós.
Nos vemos el domingo.
Nos vemos el domingo.
Wow. Good job.